It's story time, it's story time. Let's go take a look. We'll read a story and answer some questions. Now let's dive into our book. Hi, friends, it's Miss Andi, and I have another story for you today. In fact, some of our friends from the book are here. Look, it's Jim Pansy and Norman the gorilla. And they're going to tell us a story about a grumpy monkey. The author of this book is Suzanne Lang, and the illustrator, or the person who drew the pictures, is Max Lang. So there's a word in this title that you're going to hear a lot during the story. It's this word, grumpy. It's actually one of our magic words. See that little girl? She is grumpy. Grumpy is another word for being in a bad mood or feeling grouchy. So if you hear that word during the story, grumpy, I want you to make your face like this. I want you to push your eyebrows in, put wrinkles in your forehead, and squint your eyes and frown so you can show me you're grumpy, just like the monkey in this book. Okay, are you ready to start? Grumpy monkey. One wonderful day, chimpanzee woke up to discover that nothing was right. That was a big word. Discover. Discover means to learn or find. So you can see these kids are discovering bugs in their jar. And Jim was discovering that he was grumpy. The sun was too bright, the sky was too blue, and the bananas were too sweet. You can see Jim, he is not in a good mood. Jim was confused. He said, "What's going on?" That's another one of our magic words. Confused. Confused means to feel like things are unclear or jumbled up. Jim was confused. He did not know why he felt this way. "Maybe you're grumpy," suggested Norman from next door. "I'm not grumpy," Jim insisted. On his walk, he met Marabou. "Jim's grumpy," Norman told Marabou. "Why are you grumpy, Jim?" asked Marabou. "It's such a wonderful day." "Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy," said Jim. But look at how you're standing," Marabou said. "It's true," said Norman. "You're all hunched." So Jim loosened up. He did not want to be grumpy. Then he ran into Lemur. "Jim's grumpy," Norman told Lemur. "Why are you grumpy, Jim?" asked Lemur. "It's such a wonderful day." "Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy," said Jim. "Oh, your eyebrows look grumpy," said Lemur. "It's true," said Norman. "They're all bunched up." So Jim raised his eyebrows, so he didn't look grumpy. Then he tripped over Snake. "Oh no," said Norman. "That's the last thing you need when you're feeling so grumpy." "Grumpy? Me? I'm not grumpy," said Jim. "Then why that frown?" said Snake. "I think it's because he tripped over you," Norman whispered to Snake. So Jim put on a smile. Finally, Jim looked happy. Remember, he loosened up, he raised his eyebrows, and he put a big smile on. But he did not feel happy inside. Everyone wanted Jim to enjoy this wonderful day. You should sing with us, said the birds. But Jim did not feel like singing. You should swing with us, said the monkeys. But Jim did not feel like swinging. You should roll with us, said the zebras. Jim didn't feel like rolling. You should stroll with us, said the peacocks. But Jim didn't feel like strolling. Stroll. I remember that magic word. Do you? It's from our book, The Gruffalo. Remember, stroll is another word for walking without being in a hurry. But Jim did not want to go strolling. He did not feel like it. You should lie in the grass. You should stomp your feet. You should take a bath and make a splash. You should hug someone. You should laugh. You should take a nap. You should eat old meat. Or some honey. You should jump up and down. You should sit in the sun. You should dance, said Porcupine. Do you think Jim wants to do any of those things? Do you think he wants to take a bath or dance or eat some honey? Thumbs up for yes or thumbs down for no? Let's find out. Oh, but Jim didn't feel like doing any of that. So were you right? Did you say thumbs down? Why are you so grumpy, Jim? Asked the others. It's such a wonderful day. Oh no, look. He says, I'm not grumpy, shouted Jim as he beat his chest. And then he stormed off. All his friends look a little bit worried and a little bit surprised. Jim felt sorry. A little sorry for shouting at everyone, but mostly sorry for himself. I guess I am grumpy, sighed Jim. And just as he was starting to feel really sad, look who's coming. He came upon Norman. Norman was slumped. His eyebrows were bunched up and he was frowning. Oh, how did Norman feel? Did he feel grumpy? What's the matter? Are you grumpy? Asked Jim. No, said Norman. I danced with Porcupine. So look, he got some quills in his tushy and he's hurt. He's a little mad. Are you okay? Asked Jim. Oh, it hurts, but I'll probably feel better soon enough, said Norman. Are you still grumpy? Yes, said Jim, but I'll probably feel better soon enough too. For now, I need to be grumpy. It's a wonderful day to be grumpy, said Norman. Jim agreed. And he already felt a little bit better. Look, he's sitting with his friend, and Norman is putting his arm around him, and they both have a little smile. So they're already feeling better. The end. Isn't that a cute story? In the end, Jim wanted to feel grumpy, and his friend Norman sat next to him and put his arm around him. And they sat and felt grumpy together, and they started to feel better. So, let's talk about some ways that you can feel better if you ever feel grumpy. Remember, when we're grumpy, our eyebrows bunched together, we have wrinkles in our forehead, and our eyes get small and we frown. I feel grumpy. Now, what can I do if I feel grumpy? I don't want to feel grumpy for a long time, but it's okay to feel grumpy sometimes. Just like it's okay to feel sad and it's okay to feel happy. So if you're feeling grumpy, one thing you can do is you can take deep breaths, right? Take deep breaths. Let's do one together. We're going to breathe in through our nose really big and fill up our lungs. And then we're going to breathe out through our mouth for a long time like this. Let's do one more. Ready? Taking deep breaths can help us when we're feeling grumpy. Something else we can do if we're feeling grumpy is we can count to 10, nice and slow. I'm feeling grumpy, so I'm going to count to 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't feel quite as grumpy now. Something else you can do if you're feeling grumpy, you can find someone to hug. So you could ask a friend for a hug, or a mommy or a daddy, or you could find your favorite stuffed animal and give them a great big hug. That always makes me feel better when I'm feeling grumpy. Something else that Jim, the monkey, decided to do was to have some time alone. He went and sat in a tree. So if you're feeling grumpy and you need to have some time to yourself, that's okay. You could go read a book, you could listen to some music, or you could go outside or in your room and just sit for a little bit until you don't feel so grumpy anymore. It is okay to have some time away. And the last thing you could do if you're feeling grumpy is you could get moving. You could do some exercise, like go for a walk, maybe jump on a trampoline or do some jumping jacks. Those are all great ways to help your body if you're feeling grumpy. Okay, friends, I love reading stories with you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.